How to give a head massage in the seated technique. You want to have your recipient lie backward, just as my recipient is, and make sure that the back is supported. Obviously, if you had a chair that goes beyond their mid-back, it would be even more comfortable for the recipient. But basically, you want to have comfortable lighting, some candles if you'd like, and to create a relaxation or atmosphere for the recipient. But mainly the seated comfortable level is the most important, as you want them to relax into the session. For any of the head massage techniques, you always want to have a supportive hand, because the neck is the most mobile aspect of the vertebra. So if you massage them this way, the head will bob. If you massage them that way, also the head will go back and forth. So always have a guiding hand to make sure the movement is generally supported. So if you do the side pulling, it should be very minor in terms of their neck movements, as well as the neck movements if you are working the back of the head as well. As how to give a head massage in a seated technique. So how to give a head massage while lying down technique. It's really important to get your recipient in a comfortable position. Obviously, if you had a table like such, it would be best. Want to have double layer of blanket and sheet so that the recipient is covered comfortably and is warm enough during the session. And perhaps get a bolster for their neck or a rolled towel such as we have here, so that their head is supported instead of knocking back or even a little too forward. And their comfortable level is going to be the most important, but so is your comfortability level. You want to have your arms at the height of the table so that your elbow is not over height or under height, and so you have good angle pressure to work on all the surfaces of the head, allowing your to access also the sides of the head and as well as the neck and shoulder. And having a dim lighting, some essential oil also helps as well, and having some carrot oil to incorporate some shoulder and neck massages. And that's how to give a massage and a lying down technique. A head massage is a wonderful way of treating yourself or your recipient of a relaxational technique. It can be sedating and beneficial for insomnia, as well as tension headaches. That's related also to sinus issues as well. The main aspect is the sedating, but also it can be an invigorating experience as well, to help you awaken and clarify your mind in a time of lethargy. So it really can play a gamut, as with any aspect of the massage. And it is a natural caffeine, as we just talked about. It can give you an energy booster, or it can help you sedate and relax your body for better induced sleep. The sequence is going to show you how to apply pressure during a head massage. You want to be seated in a comfortable position and sit right at the head of the table, facing your recipient. It's really important to work with your body instead of work with your fingers, your hands. The recipient is going to notice that pressure. And so a direct force in a subtle manner, not pushing, you're not squeezing a balloon, you're just rocking back and forth to apply the amount of pressure that's needed on a very thin fascia of the scalp. It's not a muscle, it's very close to the bone, so you don't want to press too hard and move in different locations of the head. Rocking back and forth as such in a rhythmical manner, so the recipient is relaxed and soothed and knows what to expect. So we're going to go over how to do hair pulling techniques for a head massage. You want to make sure that you're not going to pull like so, as you would see in a cat fight per se. You want to just engage by taking small sections at a time, starting with the side of the temple. So you're literally pulling just this direction and slow pull out and letting go. This releases the tension, the fascia of the scalp, and also maybe allow your hair to grow a little bit. And you want to continue that along the side of the head. Nice gentle pulls and working towards, again, the crown of the head, focusing on the top aspect of the head and moving towards the forehead. So now at this point we're pulling, fanning out as you're pulling hair from the follicles. Nice and easy pulling and letting go. And repeating to the top of the head and the back of the head as well. At this point, the fascia down below the nape of the neck is more loose, so just be gentle because this area is going to be more sensitive than the other parts. And releasing. And as you get more closer to the ears, it's going to be less of a pull. The fascia there is very close to the cranium bone, so less of a pull and working back towards the center of the head. You could always support the head with the opposite hand so you keep the neck steady as well as you're pulling. And that's how you do the hair pulling technique for a head massage. Craniosacral is another gentle system that is based on a pneumatic pump of the craniosacral fluid, or CSF. It's going to be a little bit difficult to discuss or show you how craniosacral is going to be done, but one of the most effective still points or points that can help increase the craniosacral fluid in your body or for your recipient is going to be on the back of the head. It's a very common point that is utilized in Chinese and Japanese and Ayurvedic healing medicine. So I'm going to take this bolster out and basically go on the junction where the head meets the neck. There's a divot between the two spots of the bone, and basically nestle one finger supporting the head with the other fingers. And this pneumatic technique or still point technique is deeply relaxational. You're not using any force whatsoever, but you're allowing this tissue of this recipient to sink more and more into your fingers and waiting for the tissue to release. And you're going to possibly feel a little side bend, side to side rocking, pulsation that happens, or a lengthening of the neck muscles. And this should be not done more than a maximum of 7 minutes, but if you can hold still, that would be wonderful to hold to that point. Otherwise, you're going to let go of the recipient's head slowly, completely trying to push your fingers onto the tabletop as slowly as possible so the recipient is not jolted out of the experience, and withdraw your hand slowly away. And that's how you do craniosacral massage techniques during a head massage. How to do the draining head massage technique or how to do lymphatic drainage of the head. All the drainage happens to fall right in this particular junction where this muscle of SCM meets the jawline. It's called the water wheel in lymphatic drainage therapy. So anything that you do to release this is going to help drain the head altogether. It's a complex system of techniques for lymphatic drainage, but that will be a very simple way to help with the lymphatic drainage. But with any lymphatic drainage, we work on the venous angle right here. It's where the collarbone comes together alongside the distal aspect of where this musculature of SCM inserts into. And this is where all the lymphatics return into in this venous angle right here. So it's complementary to the venous system, but it is without a pump. So in order to help drain, you're trying to pump this superficial fluids down back towards into the heart or the venous return. So the pressure extremely light, and you want to slightly push your two fingers. I'm not really doing anything with the other two, the ring finger and the pinky, and pushing down. This alone helps with the whole lymphatic system, so don't think that it's inconsequential. Just doing the pumping mechanism towards your towards the recipient's heart, and you're gonna kind of feel a softening underneath your fingertips, and might want to just do that for a minute, and that should be fine. And going back to this junction called the water wheel, where all the head drains into, the frontal side, the back side. So again, this is a downward motion towards the heart, pumping slightly, especially here. Please do not press hard. This is a lot where the arteries and the veins are as well. So light touch is just as effective instead of trying to jab your recipient with your fingers. So downward motion towards the heart. So it's very gentle. It's almost that gentle motion. Again, about a good minute. And you always want to end on this venous return angle. So you're going to go back to here again and do about 10 to 15 pumps. That's how to do the draining techniques for a head massage.